Hi everybody, I'm Chad Koel for Northland Outdoors. It's late April, spring is definitely here. The ice is gone, it's a good thing, especially when you love to fish. But for most fishermen, or at least a lot of fishermen, your opportunities due to closed seasons and so on in April are still fairly limited. But not every place, including right here, one of my favorite early season fishing playgrounds. I'm talking about Green Bay, and more specifically, Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. This is an early season fishing paradise. Sturgeon Bay is a watery gash that splits Wisconsin's Door County Peninsula and connects the Bay of Green Bay to massive Lake Michigan itself. It's not a river, but wind on the big water causes current to flow through Sturgeon Bay. That moving water, combined with the rock, sand, and gravel bottom structure in and near the mouth of the bay, makes this area a magnet for early season pre-spawn, spawning, and post-spawn fish, particularly walleye and smallmouth bass. So here's a little bit about what Brett's got us doing this morning. Where the sun comes up, fish them a little bit more aggressively. These are post-spawn walleyes, and they're back up on these flats here, shoreline related flats, sand, gravel, feeding up after the spawn. And what we're doing is we're just using the spot lock on the Minn Kota to hold us in a certain spot, and then we're going to cast with the wind. And we're using it early today so far anyway. We're using these lipless crankbaits here. Let me show you. This is a Rattle and Wrap by Rapala. This is a half-ounce size, and obviously most of you recognize it as a bass bait, and it is. It's a great fast retrieval bait, cover a lot of water, but this is a really unique situation in that we're casting them out. We're in 25-30 feet of water here. Cast them out, let them sink to the bottom, and then you'll watch, and we basically do a vertical retrieve with them, where we lift them up and then they swing back down on a tight line, and those walleyes will hit that on the fall. It's really fantastic here in low light periods. So. There's fish on. Nice. There he is. Come on over here, you. Nice. Wow. Cookie cutters. The appearance of the sun signaled an end to the low light casting pattern near the mouth of the bay. So we moved into the Sturgeon Bay channel near where it enters Lake Michigan and switched from casting to live bait rigging large sucker minnows using long 5 to 7 foot leaders and light weights. A slow drift with the current presented the suckers in the most natural way possible, and the big walleyes were waiting.
Beautiful. 11-4.
Wow.
11-4.
What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, that's fish.
What are you gonna dump like a smallmouth?
Head shaking.
Look at that thing.
Nice. Oh wow.
Look at that. Beautiful fish. They're a lot lighter colored in here, aren't they, than they were out on the lake?
Yeah, they're laying in sand. It's all sand bottom, so they take on that color of the bottom that they're in.
Look at that. Chomp. You think you wanted to eat that? Beautiful. Early season walleye, Sturgeon Bay.
Trophy walleye aren't the only big fish that love this bay. A spring trip here means you've got a shot at lots of trophy fish of many species, including smallmouth bass, pike, and even the occasional trout. But walleye are always the fan favorite, and with good reason.
Got him? Oh my God.
Oh, that's a friggin' toad. Toad.
Wow. I tell you, this slow moving live bait presentation, big suckers. And Brett's got a few tricks of the way he does this that
We're not going to tell everybody.
no, we're not going to tell anybody. but I'm telling you, you can see the result. Holy mackerel.
It's over 10.
That's one of the biggest walleyes I've ever caught. No question about it. Heavy, big fish. So we talk about early season fishing opportunities. Some places were awfully restricted this time of year, right? Closed seasons and so forth. But you can still find places to catch giant fish like this. Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin's probably one of the best in the country. No doubt about it.